Good morning, card community. It's RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Pulled off another cool purchase from the Bay. 2010 Topps Triple Threads, number 12 of 18. This is called Topps Certified Autograph Game Used Relic. I'm not sure what this is thing. I mean, TT Triple Threads All-Star Relic, maybe. If you looked up trying to find, or Autographed Relic, maybe that's what it's called. Topps Certified Autograph. Really cool. I mean, this is just one giant piece of clothing that spans the whole card. 8-time National League home run leader, 12 of 18 on card. One sticker autograph. The fact that it's an 8-time National League home run leader is interesting because only Babe Ruth led his league in home runs more times. A lot of people have more home runs than Mr. Mike Schmidt at this time, but nobody other than Babe Ruth led the league in home runs more times than Mr. Schmidt did. So take that, you Schmidt detractors. He's still the greatest third baseman of all time. Deal with it. Today's random baseball item of the day, as I've been doing all week, showing off a couple new cards I got in trade that are enabling me to complete sets that I have been working on. So here is a 100 card set called Topps Holiday 2019. It was issued through the Bowman Packs, okay? And it was a insert of 100 cards, all designed like that. They got a TH Topps Holiday numbering system with the letters of the person who's on the card. So this is Alex Bregman's card, THAB, and so forth and so on, all the way down. There's 100 cards in the set. I do not have 100 yet. I just picked up Brandon Lowe and Alejandro Kirk. Those are the two I just picked up in trade. So we will place them in our set. Alejandro Kirk is AK. So right up front, there's AJ. There's an AKI, guy named Alex Kirilloff. But Alejandro Kirk goes in front. And then Brandon Lowe is a BL. And there right between BH and BM goes Brandon Lowe and his BL. So I am still about 10 cards short of completing this set. And as I did on Monday and Wednesday, I'm simply showing this off to you and asking, is there anybody out there who has any singles of this set? Obviously, I'm looking for, specific singles of this set. So I may already have the one you have, but I would love to hear from you. My email will be in the description below. Please reach out to me if you think you can help me complete that set, all right? Thank you all for your help. Today's trivia question, as with Monday and Wednesday's prize, I've got here the Gold Star set of Yankees. So this is every Yankee card from this year's Gold Star complete set package. Aaron Judge, Mr. 62 himself, is right there on the front so you can see him. It's the whole set, every Yankee card there is. There's probably a couple other cards featuring Judge, checklist cards or team cards or what have you, but that's the prize for this trivia question. I've asked this one at least once in the past, but since we're in World Series time, playoff time's upon us, I'll ask this one again. So there are now 30 teams in Major League Baseball. Most of those teams, in fact, all of those teams, every one of them, have made it into postseason play. Every team has made it into postseason play. In fact, almost everyone has actually made it to the World Series. Not everybody has won it, but they've almost all been there. And I say it that way because there's still one team and one team only that has never even been in a World Series game. Name that team, and you'll be entered into the drawing on Sunday to win that card. You need to email me the answer. My email is in the description below, along with a repeat of the question. You've got today and tomorrow to answer, and we will pick our winner through a random drawing on Sunday, all right? Good luck to everybody on that. Today, our final 2 boxes from my break with Kevin. Again, I'm bragging on Kevin because if you watch my entire week's worth of videos, I believe, I'll tell you the cost. I think this particular one I spent $75 on, okay? But consider what I got. Ooh, this is just cases. What did I get? A bunch of one-touches. Is that they are? That's, believe it or not, this isn't bad. I apologize for for crushing anybody's hopes, but these little mini cases are good because I've got some thick cards that I need to slab up, and that'll work for that. So he actually says bonus cases. I don't mind that at all, Kevin. Again, how many of us have thick cards we need to put in something? You know, I just showed off that Mike Schmidt card in the one-touch, a thick one-touch, but I know I have other Mike Schmidt cards and top loaders, and I run out of those top loaders sometimes. So at least that makes this one a shorter video. So we only have this many cards to look at today. All right. So bonus baseball stuff, Kevin called this. So let's see what kind of bonus baseball we got today. Again, a lot of these are cards that I didn't purchase. Kevin just throws them in bonuses all the time. So for $75, look at what I got in this one, but also go back to the other videos this week. And for $75, I got all of that. And I challenge you, I really do. I challenge you to find anybody else doing a break who's going to give you the amount of cards that I just got for the money I put out. Now, I am not disparaging anybody else's break. I break with a lot of different people. I'm happy to do it. I do not think that they've done anything wrong in the cards that they give me. I'm happy with all the things that I got. I knew what I was buying, and I knew what to expect. And a lot of times I do get great cards. It's just that you're not going to get the amount and quality you get through Kevin's breaks. Nice Don Sutton 87. Although the corner, this one's a little chewed up, unfortunately. So again, I'm a huge fan of Kevin's breaks. I implore you to consider checking out his channel, Kevin's Budget Card Breaks, and to buy into his break at least once and see what you get for your money. You will be pleasantly surprised. All right, onward. So I think these are just all random cards. I got a couple of these. I want to say they're Fleer. Are they Fleer XL? Yeah. EXL cards. This whole pack looks a little bent. Kind of bummed about that, but, putting them in some top loaders and leaving them go for a while. Fix that. I got a whole bunch of these Topps Finest cards now. This is from 2000. I might have to start a set of that just because I've got so many of them. If I remember correctly, this was a lot. There were a lot of cards in this set, though. So that's why I'm a little leery about it, but I got too many not to consider it. I'll have to decide. Then I can yell at Kevin again. I've started so many sets because of what Kevin has dumped on me in these breaks. But it's a lot of fun to be completing these card sets. When you get a nice little start going, and you can do it through trade. I don't like to do it purchasing cards. I like to do it through trades. So buying into Kevin's breaks helps give me a lot of trade stuff that I can do with Ruben Sierra, getting towards the end of his career, I bet, being on the, oh no, it's 94. He's still had a lot of years left in him. That's funny. Ruben Sierra Ruben played I want to play 25 years. He was dang near 50 before he stopped. Ronnie Gant shows his Phillies things. I'm going to have to keep this for my Phillies set because I like to see the full stats of a guy's career when he played with the Phillies in my all-time Phillies set. which I will show off at one time, but it's not done. I'm still working on it. I actually have a card set I'm building of everybody who ever played even a single game for the Phillies ever. I mean, ever. Now you might say, well, how is that possible, RJ? There's no way. Some people back in the day probably didn't even have cards, and you are correct. There are several individuals that had no cards made of them that played for the Phillies. Shoot, that would be said for every team, but I actually made my own cards for those individuals. So I have cards of everybody. I don't mind checklist cards, so when Kevin throws these in for me, I'm happy to have them. Because believe it or not, somebody out there trades for sets like I do, and they want the checklists too. So I am happy to get it. Even got a little sticker there or a tattoo. I guess technically this is probably a tattoo because it's in reverse. Brad Ratke. This one's stuck with stuff behind it. Roberto Kelly. Joe Mays. This is that might be a sticker. I don't know. I think it is because it's like it's like a little fold-up thing. Oh, who's that? It's Derek Jeter. That's kind of cool because somebody out there, there's a collector of Derek Jeter items who wants this thing. Hey, Boom Slang. Boom, if you watch this, I know you're a Derek Jeter fan. This is like a unique collectible you don't see too often for Derek Jeter. So if you want that, shoot me an email. Send me a text even if you want. I will send you that Derek Jeter little fold-up paper insert if you want that for your collection, because I know you're a Jeter fan. All right? So this is just random stuff I got. I haven't found a lot of really amazing cards in this, but again, these are probably cards that Kevin just threw in for free for no good reason. And again, it's one of the reasons I buy into his breaks so often, and I always go big, is because I get a huge return for my money. You can't say, in looking at all this stuff, that I didn't get at least, $75 worth of value for the purchase I made. This is one of those gold ones. It's nice and oh no, there's two cards there. I thought it's gold. It's nice and thick. No, it was just two cards stuck together. So it was Eric Haas. I thought it was Eric Hinsky for a second. Dmitry Young and the Tigers. I remember seeing several years ago, there was Dmitry Young who had a huge baseball card collection. Really, really impressive cards. Sold them all. I'm not sure if he was in financial trouble or not, but he sold them all. And you'll actually see out on the market once in a while a card that's been slabbed as being part of the Dmitry Young collection. So interesting about Dmitry Young. That's about it today, people. Sorry that half of the box was just a whole bunch of cases, but I'm not sorry that I got them. I'm very happy that I got them. I'm going to open up one of these cases and see what they are. I mean, it's like Pro Mold card holders. I don't know if Kevin got these for free for somebody and is just dumping them back on me. I want to make sure that they are, is it the size of a baseball card? I mean, it says it holds them all. Let's see. So this is, yeah, it's just a pop open. Come on, get it. You're supposed to peel it apart here. There you go. So probably doesn't hold a very thick card either, because this thing goes down on the card. So you put this guy in here, drop that on top of it, and bam. It'll hold a slightly thicker card, yeah, but not a really thick. Like I showed that bat relic the other day. This will probably hold. Will it even hold a manufactured patch card? I want to check this out real quick. Let's talk about it, guys. So here is a nice thick Warren Spahn, really thick one, relic. Now, yeah, this won't even hold that because look, it's at the top already, and that has to go in it. So yeah, it won't even hold that card. So it's not going to hold a really thick card. It'll just hold a card with a slight thickness. Or if you just want to put a really cool card in here for shipping purposes, you can do that. So anyway, I don't mind having these cases. I really don't, because I got cards I would love to put in here. You know what this would probably be good for is some of those museum collection cards or current triple play or triple thread cards, not with relics or the autos on them, maybe with the autos, but ones that don't have relics are really thick, but they're the standard thickness for a triple play or a triple threads or a museum collection, one of those kind of thickness cards. So I got a whole bunch of those cases. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please check back on Sunday. We're going to do the trivia recap for the week, give out those prizes. I want to remind everybody a couple things from this past week. Do remember that in Wednesday's video, if you go back and watch Wednesday's video, I had extra packs to just give away to anybody who wants them of football or hockey cards, just because I don't want them in my collection. I don't need them. I don't care about collecting other sports other than baseball. So if somebody wants those cards, by all means, I don't know if they're gone. They might be gone already, but by the time I'm filming this video, but if you want to, by the time you're watching this video, they might be gone. If you're interested in that, check back on Wednesday's video, and I'll be happy to shoot those cards out. Had a lot of great prizes to give away this week, so check back again next week, because I will have equally great prizes to give away to y'all. So that's all I have for you today. Please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I do appreciate everybody's support. I try my best to support everybody else's channel out there. Don't watch as many videos as I would like to. I don't have the time. I'm so busy with other things. But you know, it's when I film these videos, it's Saturday morning. The rest of the family's still in bed, and I do this really early on a Saturday, and my Sunday recap is really early on a Sunday. Those are the only times I spare to do baseball-related things, and when I find the time during the evening hours, I will check out everybody's video and comment on it. So that's how I'm doing things. Appreciate everybody's support. Do check out Kevin's budget card breaks. Do consider buying into his breaks. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed at all. So check him out. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again next week. Take care.